Hey guys, I just had a baby and now I'm a dad, so I'd appreciate if everyone called me a dad, and I hope that's okay. Yeah, dude, we're buddies. I'll do that for you. Roger that, Mr. DeGanji. Wait, scratch that, Mr. Dad. Thanks, fellas. Let's have a good competition. Ready for this weekend, Swan? I'm Ethan Swanson. I'm from Chicago. I ate a whole bag of Gardettos, and my tongue is bleeding from the salt, and my mouth is dry. Swan, you're gonna have to get it together. Looking a little rough around the edges, Swanson. I'm Ethan Swanson, and my mouth is dry from the Gardettos, and my hands are salty. You guys, I think he's trying to tell us something. I'm Ethan Swanson, and my hands are salty. I can't use my phone because my hands are salty from from the Gardettos. We get it, dude. Guys, I think he wants us to lick all the salt off his hands. I love you, Mr. Swan, but I am not gonna lick your hands. Swan, can you please just wash your hands? We have a competition to run. I'll do it, you guys. I'm Ethan Swanson. Don't you dare lick his hands, Hunter. It's part of being a good friend, Mr. Dad. Okay, fine, we'll do it. I'm Ethan Swanson. Here comes the tongue, Swan. Whoa, we're halfway there. 50% of the NSC Pro qualifiers have wrapped for Season 4. The most recent, of course, was at the Gravity Forge, and by golly, was there plenty of material for the top 10 moments brought to you by Silent Ninja. At number 10, we have the balance saves. This was too tricky to narrow down, but basically here's how this thing works. Imagine a giant capital L-shaped platform that rotates around an axis through the vertex. On the L, there are several components the athletes are allowed. The beginning and the end of the obstacle require the athlete to ride a radial path, making quick feet agility, mad hops, sharp reaction time, or all of the above totally necessary. There wasn't a way to narrow down the saves in this obstacle, so here's a batch that had us holding our breath.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, go, Riley, go, go, go. Oh, yeah.
At number 9, we have Josiah straight up willpowers his way through the orange slices. The ledges on these pivoting semicircles are painfully small. They are positioned most of the way through the open course. They ended countless runs throughout the day, and yet, in order to advance, the second component must be flipped so that the curved portion is up. On the swivel, the obstacle fought against Josiah's rotation, but see, Josiah fought back. Embarrassing. The orange slice and moving on. At number 8, we have Helena's ridiculous saves on the hybrid course. You know that feeling when you're leaning back in your chair and you get a little too confident, tipping just past the balance point, and your heart jumps and you have a miniature heart attack and almost die? Helena's hybrid run was a cool version of that, but over and over. Check this out. Her save on the balance was one of those sacrifice the body, take the hit, get the point at all costs. Then immediately went on to the appropriately named faceplant obstacle, and watch her hands. The entire building shared an audible gasp, then a sigh of relief, and if you thought she was done, you sweet summer child, then I'm sorry. She squeezed in one more one-handed save on the very next obstacle, keeping our heart rates up. At number 7, we have the amount of time Jeremy Waters spent teetering on the tip of this ring lache obstacle. Sometimes this scenario occurs where the component will land on the edge like this and either fall back onto the hook or off, but this was actually a confusing amount of time. At number 6, we got your boy Asa flirting with a full course clear, and boy did he flirt. No other athlete was able to wrench themselves up from the cliffhanger and around into the body prop position on the final obstacle of the hybrid course. This obstacle was genius, by the way. We're going to break it down later on. Asa made his merry way all the way to the very last ledge, but unfortunately could not withstand the final swing. My God, Asa, no!
I just don't want to throw up on your carpet.
Number 5, this was an inevitability. The GOAT of all course testers, champion in the youth division under unbelievable circumstances, and likely one of the kindest people in the sport, found himself in the NSC Pro Finals for the first time. and comfortably. Max has cut his placements in half twice. First qualifier, 43rd place. His second qualifier, 22nd place. This qualifier, he got 10th. But that doesn't tell the whole story. Max got 4th in the open course and 6th in the hybrid. He's looking comfortable being shuffled into the pro run order. At number 4, there was Savannah Deschamps hybrid clear. And if you were in or around the building at all, you were aware of this. Savannah ran early, confidently tore apart the hybrid course, and then lit the place up. She had one of the most legendary pop-offs in NSC history, and the course remained undefeated after her until NSC Pro Akshara finally secured another clear as the last runner of the hybrid. Oh, this was Savannah's first NSC. At number 3, Lily Barrett did it. Consider Lily's season so far as an uphill battle, but the hill is made of like a linoleum, it's unfathomably steep, and may as well have been covered in grease. Starting at the Season 3 championship, she got stuck in 2nd place, then stayed in 2nd place, running early in the finals each time, clawing her way to the podium, but being nudged into 2nd place. Until the Gravity Forge, Lily burned her way through the open, putting herself in a relatively favorable spot in the finals for the first time all year, and that's all it took. Want to know something awesome? Her twin sister, Charlotte, was there competing, had her greatest NSC performance so far, and ended the competition in 5th place. This is the 2nd time we have them both in the finals at the same time in a row. The number 2 spot is shared. On both the men and women's side, the burden of taking down the course gets heavier and heavier the longer it takes. After multiple waves and dozens of athletes coming up short, some of them literally timing out in the air on the way to the buzzer, Adelina Messier proved it was possible. In a feat of athletic faculty, she took down the course and drew a roar from the crowd. Only matched when Loic Fortier did the exact same thing. Both of these occurrences led to a release of energy that is nearly impossible to translate. You have to experience it for yourself. The competition's number 1 is situational and is likely another situational first. Kai Beckstrand was only able to attend one NSC competition this year, one qualifier. He made his way into the finals, then barely squeezed through the first finals round. The next round was speed, and honestly,
speed is definitely one of my favorite formats of courses to run.
So that wasn't much of an issue. He is legitimately, actually that fast. So this left him with the last place to move on from round 1 and a first place to move on from round 2. But then there's the burnout where Kai admittedly...
I really only train in hard maybe 2-3 times a week.
And that didn't stop him from winning the burnout. It's probable that this is the first time in the Pro NSC that somebody has gotten 12th in the hybrid.
All right, you got 10 finals appearances, but you only got 2 hybrid clears, bro. We gotta get on these hybrid clears.
Then won literally everything else, including the competition overall, with one shot to do it.
I just got to make it to the next round.
There's still half a season left, Ninjas and fans. The top 10 is brought to you by Silent Ninja. Check them out. More content coming to Patreon soon that you won't want to miss.
Mom always tells me that I need to sit up straight.
We'll see you in Texas.